Your flow is overly holy, your soul is sassy. You know soul having ass rappers, just know it's over, B. This sword dash means starting the revolution. The resolution is quoting me. And the ladies don't be surprised, they loving it. Homie, I'm LL with an I in front of it. So you find me fucking with a tight ass likely. While you eating out bitches with hepatitis type B. Ugh, how unsightly.
I miss those kind of bars, HB. I miss bars. Yo.
Yikes.
I call him the Armenian assassin.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since 7 Deadly Sins. Even before that, this man has been consistent with bringing wordplay, lyrics, intelligence, all wrapped up in one. He's back with a new project called The Warning. I want to welcome him back, the one and only Armen, ladies and gentlemen. Armen. What up, Armen?
Yes. Yo. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up? So good to hear your voice. It's been a minute.
What's goody?
Man, it's been a minute. It felt kind of good hearing those old bars. I was hungry. I was going in.
Yo.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It was shit. It was good for us. You know, we haven't really been doing freestyles during the quarantine much, and so it was just kind of good to hear just bars, man. Just bars. Not so, you know, just bars. Somebody who's just specifically focused in on the craft, and I watched your evolution over the years, and so it was just refreshing to hear your bars. Armen,
appreciate y'all. Y'all been supporting since day one, ever since I spit on the Wake Up Show with King Tech, and y'all was everywhere I go. I always say, you know, Sway, King Tech, HB, Tracy G, the whole camp. They was one of the very, very, very first people to believe in me. You know what I'm saying? So it's always appreciated.
Absolutely. How you been? You got this new project called The Warning, and I want to jump onto that with Berner. And Berner's a good friend from Northern California, king of the cannabis, if you will. But we'll talk on that. But today we're celebrating hip-hop 47th birthday. It was this day, 1973. Kool Herc threw the party at Sedgwick Ave, 1520 Sedgwick Ave. I'm curious.
Happy birthday, hip-hop.
Absolutely. Armen, when did it, you're Armenian, so you grew up in an Armenian household?
I grew up in an Armenian household, you know, just my mom and my brother. My pops passed when I was only 1. Mm-hmm. And I grew up in Amsterdam. Like, I was born in L.A., so I always say, and obviously I came back to L.A. When I was 18, but I grew up in Europe, in Amsterdam. So, you know, I'm all over the place internationally, kind of, you know what I mean? So, and I think I'm like a perfect example of like how hip hop brings people together more than anything. You know what I mean? Because who would have thought an Armenian kid that grew up in the Netherlands, in Europe, would be literally immersed in hip hop? Everything I do, the way I think, the way I dress, the way I talk, everything about me is hip hop. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I was...
yeah, you know, like hip hop, I always say, was almost like the father figure that I never had. Like when we say like we was raised on certain type of music, like I sometimes literally mean that, because when you growing up, like you learn a lot of values and things like that from the music you listen to, you know what I mean? And hip hop was that for me. So happy birthday, hip hop, you know what I mean?
Yo, man. And see, you see what I mean, HB? Like this dude grew up in the Netherlands. And see, while hip-hop for some was just something, a breakbeat to dance to, or some people a song to party to or to slow dance to, for Armen, hip-hop was a father figure.
For sure.
That's something else.
For sure.
You know
and I
mean,
just heard
Tracy?
you talk about how a lot of times, you know, the culture of where you live, you know what I mean, kind of influences the type of hip-hop. Because to this day, people tell me, like, yo, you don't really sound like the typical L.A. rapper. And it's because, you know, if you ever been to Amsterdam or Europe, like the vibe is very New Yorkish. It's very, you know, even the weather, I heard you mention it earlier. Like, you know, we used to wear like fucking Timbs and camouflage thinking we Mobb Deep or something, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of the vibe that was there, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, hip hop is just so important, and it's the most influential thing in the world, really, you know?
Armen is with us. You can follow him at the letter Armen, MEAN. Were there any groups that were coming out of the Netherlands at that time, or if not, any groups that came to the Netherlands?
Yeah, there was more like local groups, like, you know, hip hop has become so universal that like in every single country you go to in the world, that's obviously Europe, but also like Armenia or fucking Iran or something. You know what I mean? Like there's hip hop everywhere. There's rappers, there's groups, there's producers, and they all really talented, and they kind of do hip hop in their own way. You know what I'm saying? But there's no groups like, you know, internationally or anything. But to me, the way I was introduced, it's actually kind of a dope story because I was, you know, always into music when I was super young, like 8, 9 years old. And we had this older, like, family friend that used to come through. He was, like, probably in his 20s or so. And he would see, like, how much I was into music and kind of leaning more towards, like, rap music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand it, but I just liked the vibe. So and he sat me down one day, and he's like, yo, I see how much you into hip-hop. Well, you need to listen to, like, what's the real hip-hop, you know what I mean? And he started playing, like, Gangstar for me, a Tribe Called Quest. And he made me, like, a list of, like, 5 albums. And that list was, I vividly remember, it was Illmatic. It was Enter the 36 Chambers. It was Midnight Marauders. It was, I believe it was Hard to Earn from Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. And so he kind of introduced me to, like, you know, really the core culture of that hip-hop, what I should be listening to, and he kind of like guided me, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of when I really fell in love with it. So,
man, Armen, oh man, I love this.
Tracy, you see how the Mickey Mouse rap album wasn't on there?
Whatever, Heather. Everyone has their story, okay? All bridges leading to the same destination, okay? Just a different route.
Armen. Yeah, Armen. You know how you named Hard to Earn and all those classic hip hop albums. Tracy got into hip hop through the Disney Mickey Mouse hip hop compilation.
Hey man, everybody find their way, but Tracy made it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it was the only way to sneak it in, bruh.
Absolutely. No, I was blessed. I had somebody kind of teaching me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm wondering now, Armen, if you were to speak to a youth, where do you think that you begin with the history of hip hop? Do you kind of start with something more recent because it might pique their interest, or do you go from the very beginning? Because there's so many different ways to get it depending on who the audience is that you're teaching.
Yeah, right now it's so different because hip hop has grown and evolved so much. There's like different lanes, you know what I'm saying? So I would definitely go with something current. It would really, you know, depend on their taste. Like you got to see kind of what they're into and then guide them kind of into like, you know what I mean, what the better version of that is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But we have amazing artists in every era, you know what I'm saying? So right now, whether it's like the Coles and the Kendricks, or we go back to the 2000s, we ain't got to go back all the way to the 90s or even before that, you know what I mean? So it really just kind of depends, I would say, on what they feel and then kind of go from there, you know?
Yeah.
I think that'll be interesting, too, though, because one of the things I liked about Beyonce's Black is King is all the symbolism and cultural attributes that different regions of Africa have made to civilization, even prior to colonialization and even prior to Christianity, are being touched on, you know, at some point in that hour and 25-minute video, however long that visual video is. And you could walk it back, you know what I mean? So if you say, for example, if you could walk back, if you started with a new artist like J. Cole and got a new listener into J. Cole, after you tell the J. Cole story, you could then and then, you know, he collaborated and partnered up with Jay-Z. And then you could go into the Jay-Z history, who's still current now, but then he could walk you back to the mid-'90s. And then you could go to the Big Daddy Kanes, who took Jay-Z out on tour, or the Jazz O's, who put Jay-Z on wax. And then you could go, you know, it's an interesting way you could teach this history to keep people's attention, I think. But I agree with Tracy, is when you start with the present, it's easy to walk them back. And it just makes the history that much more important and interesting to them when they hear that tie. Same with Kendrick.
And you can easily hear people's influences too, you know, like you can hear J. Cole's influences and who they were, and then go to, you know what I mean, those people, or, you know what I mean, the Tupacs and the Eminem and the, you know what I mean, the Nas, like you hear it when J. Cole raps, you know.
Armen is here. He has a new album partnered up with Berner. and it's called The Warning. And then for those who don't know Berner, I'm pretty sure most people do, but break down who Berner is, Armen.
Yeah, man. Berner, obviously, is a huge independent artist from the Bay, but he's probably even more known for being the founder of the Cookies cannabis brand, you know. It's probably the biggest cannabis brand in the world, as far, you know, it's a cannabis brand, clothing brand. So he's kind of like the marijuana don, you know what I mean? And he's doing the music. And I actually got introduced to him through Be Real, another cannabis don. You know what I'm saying? So Be Real's been another one of those people that's been supporting me from very early on. It's been several years now. He I don't know if y'all remember, I was doing this Mean Monday series a few years back where I was dropping a song every single week, like a brand new song every week. And Be Real caught wind of that, and he hit me up, and he's like, yo, I see you doing the Mean Mondays. Why don't you come on Be Real TV on the Dr. Green Thumb show? And in addition to dropping a song every week, come and do like a live performance or like a freestyle or something, video content live on my channel, you know what I mean, every week too. So I went, you know, that was obviously a huge opportunity. So I went there every single week. And, you know, I met a lot of people through being there. And one of them was Berner. And when he heard some of the unreleased music that I'm working on, I got a project coming out with Scott Storch after this. But, you know, that's still in the works. You know, he was just really impressed. And Berner was like, yo, you know, let's do a fucking album together, you know. And he does that. Like, he does a lot of, like, collaboration albums in between his solo albums, you know what I mean? So it's not something that's like out of the ordinary for him. He just dropped one with Be Real last year. He did like an album with Mozzie. He did one with Currency. So he be doing that. So, you know, obviously for me it was a huge opportunity. He's a very big artist. We went on tour last year too. He took me as direct support. East to West Coast, every single show sold out. It was an amazing experience. Then we got back and we knocked out this album. So it's here now, you know. It's called The Warning. We got Dave East on the first single. The video's out for that too, called On God. We got Wiz Khalifa on the album. Be Real's on the album. Styles P's on it.
Chris Webby on it. That's our
Chris
boy.
Webby,
Chris
my
Webby.
dog.
Chris
Webby's on it.
Webby.
Yeah, that's my dog. He's one of the first people I went on tour with. We went on several tours together. So, you know, I had to get him on there. And, you know, I kind of got all these features on there. Like, Bernie's very connected. He knows everybody, but he was already giving me this big look by doing this project. So I want to, like, you know, bother him like, yo, can you give me this person, that person? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, like, organized all the features and reached out and was able to put together, like, you know, an amazing list of people. So the project is fire, man. It's really like a solid body of work. People been really fucking with it, and it's out right now. It's called The Warning.
This is Armen, Rmean. Is it different now when you approach, you know, it's quarantine too now, when you approach a Styles P or a Dave East or a Wiz Khalifa to get them on a verse? Is it a transactional thing, or is it just love?
You know what? Like, I've been really blessed recently, like the last year or two, just a lot of doors been opening, a lot of people been embracing me, and it kind of all started with that Mean Mondays, putting in the work, Be Real embracing me, and one thing led to another, you know what I'm saying? Styles P specifically actually mentioned you, Sway, so it happened very organically. He ran into one of my people out here in L.A., and they brought me up or whatever, and he was like, yo, I fuck with Armen, and his people that was with him knew me as well. And I had no fucking clue Styles P even know who I am, you know what I'm saying? So they played him a few songs. And then he was like, yo, he was flying back to New York the next day. He's like, if you book a studio tonight, I'm down to pull up and lay a verse. And when he came through, he's like, yo, you super nice, kid, this and this and that. And he actually said, you know, Sway put me on to you. That's what he said. I don't know how. I don't know if he just heard your show or you actually personally told him about me. But regardless, salute to you, because, you know, for me, when the GOATs, when the legends like that really, you know, acknowledge and fuck with me, that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
we were popping champagne on an island. We was popping champagne on a remote island, and I looked at Styles P and said, you need to be up on Armen. And the rest is history. Have to be. You see how that happened?
You know what?
Heather, you were gonna say something about Styles?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about Styles, because anybody that's an MC Like you want a look from him. Like you want that. Like it means a lot because you ain't taking nothing again. You're not taking nothing away from Jada or Sheik because they ill. But Styles P always been like the MC's MC. Like you just respect him. You always respect his bars. You just love them. And he was never the forefront person like Jada. He always kind of played the back, but it made you listen even harder to his bars. And so for him to acknowledge you, I'm not surprised because I know what you're capable of doing. We seen it on the Sway in the Morning show. I'm just happy for you. That's a dope look from Styles.
Yeah,
that means
that
big.
really meant a lot. That really meant a lot to me. And in the studio, he was really like, he knocked out his verse like mad quick, no writing or nothing. And then he just, you know what I'm saying? And then he just chilled and we were just smoking. And he really let me like play him some joints like from my upcoming music. And to be honest with you, like he was just shaking his head. He's like, yo, you got something special, kid. He's like, I got you on another one whenever you want. Take my number down. Like it was that kind of embracing. You know what I'm saying? So that meant a lot. But even like the other people, like B Real's obviously my guy already. And then Wiz Khalifa, like I don't know Wiz like that,
Wiz.
but Berner is mad close with Wiz.
They do business together too. Yeah, you gotta honestly. They say like the lineup you have, Styles P. There's nobody more solid that you're gonna meet in the music business with his kind of talent. The more talented they are, sometimes the harder it is to get to them. And this dude is a supreme elite talent. But when you look at Dave East, same thing. Heather, you remember how we met Dave East on the corner of East Harlem?
Love Dave. That's family, just like Wiz.
Yeah, coming out of a bodega, and I was like, man, come on the show. Wiz Khalifa, same thing.
Family.
Like Wiz is the most even-keeled person that come out of the music business. So you got a great assembly of people, and when I listen to the music, and I listened to the tracks without knowing who were the guests on it, and so I had a fun time trying to guess whose voice is this and whose voice is that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this track, Mafia, with Styles P.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I'm going to open up these phone lines for Armen. You want to speak with this guy, the Armenian assassin. 888-742-3345. Mafia, Sway in the Morning. That's off The Warning. That's the new project out right now with Berner and Armen. You want to talk with Armen? We got him right here. I like that. I feel good. I feel like I was in the video. I needed a machine gun and a top hat and a pinstripe suit, Heather. 3-piece. You know what I mean?
Gangsta.
I might start.
Right there.
I'm gonna make this announcement first, right now, right here on Hip Hop's birthday. I might start doing video cameos again. Round of applause. I'm open for business.
We might need you, Sway.
Let me know.
Yes.
Let me know. Concept got to be right, though. Concept got to be right for my 2 seconds, dog. Concept got to be right. We got
sure.
Sandy. Sandy's on the line. Sandy, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Sandy.
Good, how are you guys?
Doing great. You are Armen fan?
Number one fan.
That's what's up. Say hi to Armen. I'll go ahead and let you talk to him. Let me get out the way.
What's up, Sandy? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm out here on Sway in the Morning, so I'm feeling great.
I know, this is amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for always supporting. I know Sandy, she be writing me a lot too. She's a super big supporter, so we fucking appreciate it, Sandy.
Thank you, always.
Hey, Sandy, so you've been down for a long time with Armen? Like, how far you go back? You go back to the 7 Deadly Sins project? You go back that far?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. And you found him this morning, Armen. You all right, Armen? You need some protection?
I'm good. Look.
What do you think of this new...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tracy. Go ahead, Tracy.
Yeah, I was going to say, out of curiosity, because I'm just thinking, again, with the evolution of hip-hop and the many ways that you can find an artist currently, how did you get put onto Armen?
It was actually an accident. I was going through like a heartbreak, and when your homegirls take you out, let's go out and party and forget about the guy. We ended up at the House of Blues in Hollywood. And we just walked in, and there was like a bunch of Armenian guys everywhere. I was like, okay. So my homegirl knows one of the performers, and we ended up I don't know how we ended up right in front of the stage. And when Armen went up, I was like, whoa, this is different. This is different music. This is real shit. This is not something that's on the radio. And that was 5 years ago. So you can already imagine, like, I was mind blown away. I was like, wow, this is something very different. This guy's really talented. And ever since then, I've been hooked with them. I've been, supporting them. I come out to every single show that I can. His music, I have everything. I have his name tattooed. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit, you got his name tattooed? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Where?
Yo, we real out
my
here.
left
We got
arm.
real supporters out here. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yo,
said-
House of Blues. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I remember I sold out the House of Blues twice before they tore it down in L.A. That was a legendary venue and some legendary shows we had there. Yeah.
Wow, man, you just thugged out her tattoo. Like we doing big things, Swiggity. We getting tattoos.
That's sad. That's funny.
Hey, listen, Sandy, thank you for calling in. Thank you for supporting us too. Obviously, if you tune into Sway in the Morning, what do you think of
Yes.
the album, the new album, The Warning? What do you give it? Thumbs up, thumbs?
It's, oh my God, 4, 5, 10,000 thumbs up, man. This album is amazing. It's mind blowing. It's just what we actually needed right now. So
Okay, that's what's up.
it's out of
All right.
this world.
Thank you. You're a citizen, Sandy.
A Sway in the Morning.
Appreciate it.
Right. Hey, let me ask you about the Armenian community too, because I've witnessed. I get approached by a lot of Armenian folks who go, "Thank you." They treat me to meals. They offer me stuff because of you. Because of the support that King Tech and I, now Sway in the Morning, have shown you over the years.
Yeah.
What is that about, Mike? How does the Armenian culture receive you? And what is that about?
It's crazy because, when you come from a culture that's, we love hip hop and we all listen heavily to hip hop. Well, we don't have anyone to represent on like a mainstream level. And just like any people, we get excited when we see someone, up there. Before me, it was like System of a Down in the rock world. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. That's pretty much the only Armenians we've had on like that level of success. So when I started rapping, early on, it was already like, whoa, like who's this Armenian guy? And instantly I started getting support from my community, but not just because I'm Armenian, but also I've always been the type to like be active in my community. You know what I'm saying? I always, I'm involved with different organizations. I started this thing called Open Wounds about Armenian genocide recognition. And, I just get a lot of fucking love from my community, man, to the point where, everybody that's kind of in position in my community, they hit me up like, however we can help you get up there because you the one for us. Like, you represent us right. And like, you do that real hip hop music. Like it's not like some fluke or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get a lot of support from my people and I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody, you have to have the support of your people, wherever you're from, whether it's your neighborhood, your city or whatever first. And then, that just give you those strong roots to grow from, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to my people for real.
Isn't Kim Kardashian Armenian as well, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, they are. Their
Do you
dad
know
was
it?
Armenian, yeah. And they actually rap. They rap hard too. Meaning, like every year when it's the Armenian genocide is like a big thing in our community because it's a genocide that happened about 100 years ago. 1.5 million people were murdered, 1.5 million Armenians. But to this day, it hasn't been recognized. So that's why we say we walk around with an open wound. And the Kardashians, they really use their platform too. To tweet about it, to write about it, to post about it. They even did a couple episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians about it. They took Kanye to Armenia, a few years ago. So, the whole Armenian community fucking loves that, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate shit like that.
Would you collaborate with them maybe on a project, on a song that's about the genocide that could bring awareness, attention? Like, I
did a song called Open Wounds. That's actually how all of that started, and that turned into me creating this like T-shirt line that then turned into doing like a nonprofit. But I don't know them. I've briefly met Kim one time. I briefly met a couple of them, but I don't know them like that. Obviously, I would. That's a huge fucking platform. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't gotten to that yet.
All right, Armen is here. The Warning is the name of the project featuring Berner. Sarah is in California. Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Morning. What's up, everybody?
What up?
What's up? It's Hip Hop birthday.
I just had a real quick question for R. I want to know if he has a baby mama, and if not, can I be the one?
Oh,
okay.
No baby mamas, no kids yet.
All right then.
But I don't know. DM me or something, and we go from there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Oh, snap. Damn, man. Dude, you only got... Thank you, Sarah. You're a citizen.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah, go-getter, boy. I ain't mad at Sarah, man.
The other one was, too.
Dude, yeah, they all. But, dude, you got a lot of women fans, huh?
I guess, I don't know.
Oh, you trying to play the humble. I get it.
right.
Take your shirt off.
Damn. Would you rather want a baby mama or a wife, though?
I would, you know what I'm saying? Of course, if it's the right person, for sure. I think every successful man has like a strong, powerful woman next to him. You know what I mean?
What page of the book is that on? Like, it sounds like he reading from a book, like he reading the perfect answer manual.
I love all y'all. That's what you're supposed to say, Armen. I love all y'all. My wives and my baby mothers. All y'all.
All right.
I love all y'all.
All right. Hey, Harry in
confused.
Houston. Harry want to say something. He's in
What's
Houston.
up, Harry?
What up, Harry?
Hey, what's happening? First of all, what's up, Sway, Heather, Tracy, and by the way, Sway, I voted for you a couple of weeks ago.
My man, Harry. Thank you, brother.
And, bruh, you got the bars, man. I rock with you. I'm definitely rocking with you. I come from an era where, you had to spit, you had to have your own style. Everybody didn't have the same style, the same production. And, I don't really listen to a lot of music from today, but, bruh, I rock with you. Straight up.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. For real. Thank you. Love.
Hey,
and I will be checking out everything you got.
There it is, man.
My man. Harry. Appreciate that. Real shit.
Hey, Harry.
Straight up.
You're a super citizen, Harry.
Sway in the morning.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Shout out to Harry.
Hey, so listen, Armen, it's been a while since we talked. I think since we did the LA broadcast, I feel like. Is that the last time we spoke?
That's right.
Yeah, remember that? And that was so dope what we did at the LA broadcast. That was incredible.
King Tech hit me up at like 11:30 at night. He's like, yo, you down to go to Sway tomorrow, 7 a.m.? I'm like, what? For sure. He's like, you ready to spit some? I'm like, yeah, I guess, we always ready. But, yeah, that was a last-minute thing. That was amazing. We surprised you, right, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, Tech didn't tell me that. Like, yeah, it was you, it was Juice, Revolution, Yeah. And,
I met Juice over there for the first time.
You never met Juice? Oh, wow. That Juice is an amazing. If y'all don't know who Juice is, from Chicago, Juice is an amazing human being. That's who Juice is. He's a really down-to-earth, solid individual who's done nothing but support King Tech and me along our way. And he also is arguably one of the best freestylers off the top of the head that we witnessed. If we would have put 10 of them together, he's definitely in there. If we would have put 5 of them together, he's in there. And so Juice is just he's stuck with us since the early 2000s. I'm trying to think, maybe sooner than that. Like the late 90s to now, Juice has been rocking with us. So Armen is a part of our tribe too. HB, it's a few of them that's a part of our tribe. Dave East is a part of our tribe. Styles P is a part. Chris Webby's a part of our tribe. Your whole damn album is a part of our.
Wiz.
Yeah, Wiz. So, yeah, man. So, Armen, continued success.
I met Chris Webby through you too. We was on Sway in the Morning together. So, you guys, open a lot of doors for a lot of people and make a lot of connections. You know what I'm saying? So.
We always do that. That's what this thing is about as we celebrate the birthday, 47 years of hip hop today. And What song? Let me see. What song? I think I want to play Lost. You okay with that, or you want me to play the? Which one you want me to play?
Lost is amazing, but if we got one more song, let's go with On God with Dave East. That seems to be the one a lot of people have been gravitating towards. Yeah.
Okay, and that's the one that the video. So you can see the video with featuring Dave East. It's called On God with Berner and Armen. And bro, love you, family. Keep going, keep doing it. All right, strap up too,
love you too, man. Appreciate, love y'all, all of y'all, man. Appreciate
love
you too.
Thank you.
Hey, Armen, they after your seed. Strap up, kid. Strap up, all right?
Okay, we out here.
It's not the season to plant yet.
Not now, man. You want no quarantine baby, all right? All right, this is Armen on God. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5.